Hello AP Calc students, Mr. Record here, and we are going to take a look at 2021-22 Continental Math League Meet 3, problem number 8, which is another really interesting problem in that I don't think its complexity all that much warrants a 2-point problem on the test, but it probably would make for a very challenging 1-point problem. So let's go ahead and read it and see if we can make some sense here. It says, if the natural log of y is equal to ax plus b and the points 2, 10 and 3, 20 are on the graph, find the rate of change of y with respect to x when x is 4. Now, obviously, the words find the rate of change of y probably resonate very well with most calc students because you are going to find the derivative of y with respect to x. And you do have to do that in a sort of implicit fashion since this y is not by itself. But the problem is until we know the value of a and b, both of those values, we can't really deliver a numerical final answer for this. And the answer is going to be something that you could do. You could do this work, I guess, without a calculator, but it's going to be much easier, I think, if we use a graphing calculator or any really scientific calculator. But we're going to use a graphing calculator here that would be appropriate for use on the AP Calc exam, so we can get used to that. So here's what you're going to want to think about doing. I want you to find A and B before anything else transpires. Now you might wonder, well, how do I find A and B? Well, think about it. You have an equation here with two variables. However, you could also think of this as having four variables if you include the x and the y. But you know a relationship that does exist at the point 2, 10, right? A relationship that might look a little something like that. Well, it turns out that there is another relationship that you can find using maybe another point somewhere else in the problem. And that together should enable you to find your A and your B. And I would just say express those as decimals. Once you have your A and your B, just jump on down here and take this derivative with respect to x. Now I want to review something. On the left side, the derivative with respect to x of the natural log of y is going to be 1 over y, just like you've always been taught. But because this is a y, remember we have to invoke the chain rule and multiply by its derivative with respect to x. Now the right side is going to be super duper easy. The derivative of ax is going to be whatever that a is that you found up there. And the b is going to go away. The b is gone. The b is bye-bye. All right? Now, what you're going to do is then realize that your dy over dx is solved for only once you multiply the y over to the other side. But therein lies a problem, because the y is something that we don't readily know. But if you kind of think back a little bit to what we had here, when x is 4 and the a and the b are these decimal values that you found, you have a very surefire way to find that y value. Okay, and I think that is what tends to make this problem a little bit more difficult and warrants the 2 points. There's a lot of moving parts with this, and you might have to rewind the video and watch it and pause it, but you've got the makings to be able to find this. I'm going to give you a hint. The y value here is actually a very nice integer, but your final answer is not going to be so pretty. It's going to have a natural log in it, of course, and if you convert it to a decimal, it's going to be somewhere between 25 and 30. Maybe that'll give you a little bit of help there. So anyway, hope this video helps a little bit. Good luck on this. We'll see you next time.